Hello guys, how are you? My name is Adyothari Goyal, Director of Business Development for Octave Events. Today we are at the Jaisalmer Marriott Resort and Spa. I'll be taking you around through the entire hotel and showing you each and every place of this property. The weather is hot, it's the month of April. The reason I'm not wearing a mask is that the hotel is practically vacant only. We are amongst the few couple of guests who are here, and that's the reason my mask is not out today. I am keeping all precautions to safeguard myself from the pandemic and the virus. So don't worry about that. That's the only reason I'm not wearing the mask. So this is the Jaisalmer Marriott Resort and Spa. It's a 137 room property. It's around 1 kilometer from the Jaisalmer Fort. So throughout this walk around of the property, I will be taking you to the restaurants, the banquet. I'll be explaining about the different category of rooms which they have, and also the venues and how we can use them for weddings, and as well as for corporate events. This property is highly suitable. In the later part of the video, you will be able to see some images of the mashals lit up in the evening. So over there they have a small car park. The reason being for the car park being small is that mostly the guests come here via flights. So normally they have a very beautiful entry in the Rajasthani themed style. They have a Nagada player here, and from the top they also throw some rose petals. You must have seen that similar entry at the Leela Palace Jaipur, at Fairmont Jaipur, and mostly at all the good resorts of Rajasthan. That's how the entry happens. They also have some musicians of Rajasthani folk instruments who play the music here, sarangi and those things. But due to COVID, those things are not being followed right now. So, double door entry system so as to avoid entry of flies inside the lobby. This is the main lobby of the hotel, and the check-ins normally for the groups happen at the coffee shop and the bar area, so as to make it easier for the service of welcome drinks, and also to ensure that if the group are coming in big numbers together. So the check-in there ensures that each and every guest gets to sit down, relax before they can head to their room or for the venue if they are reaching around lunchtime, because normally the flight times are like that. That ensures easy guest movement. The lobby is beautifully made. They have some really nice touch-ups done here. You can see these small detailings as the center table arrangements, which keeps intact the space without hampering the visibility and giving it a soft touch. So being a Marriott, they also have the Bonvoy membership program, and as part of the standard of Marriott Bonvoy, they have a dedicated desk for check-ins of the Marriott Bonvoy guests. They also do take all the service standards for a lifetime gold, a lifetime silver member. People who are associated and who know about the Marriott Bonvoy program, they'll be able to understand this more better. For any questions about the Marriott Bonvoy program, please do feel free to get in touch with me, and I'll be more than happy to enlighten you on that. It's one of the most lucrative loyalty programs for any 5-star chain in the world. The hotels were earlier together of Starwood and Marriott prior to the mergers, and after this merger also they have been really beneficial for all the members. So from the lobby outside, I'll just I'm sorry, I forgot to show you that area. I'll just explain about the structure of the hotel. Please excuse me. So the hotel is in a rectangular shape. The rooms are all scattered on the side. They have a central courtyard out there. So some of the rooms have the fort view, some have the Oasis view. The Oasis view is the one which you can see here. They call the courtyard as the Oasis. As per the Thar, that the watering area was known as Oasis in deserts. And they also do have some city view rooms. The rooms on that farther end, overlooking the other side, are the swimming pool room view. So that's the lobby. We entered from over there. So for the rooms, we can move from the right and the left hand side, both sides. The rooms are laid out on this level, that's the ground level, and on the first level. On the lower ground level, they have the restaurants are there, then some service areas are there, and the banquets are there. If we move towards the left hand side after entering from the lobby, we can get to the shopping arcade. They do have some gems and jewelry shops, and they also do sell here the carpets which are made in Jaisalmer itself. I'm just showing you from outside. I believe the shop is not operational today. So these are the Jaisalmeri carpets. It's a local handicraft market. Jaisalmer as a city is 90% focused on tourism business. That tourism is the major industry for Jaisalmer. 7% of it accounts for mining of the rocks which happen here. Jaisalmer stone is one of the very famous stones used in constructions. The distinctive quality about Jaisalmer stone is that it becomes hot when placed out in the sun, but it has the power of absorption of water. So any amount of water which touches it, it can absorb the water. As soon as evening comes in, it becomes properly cold. And to also apprise you, Marriott is following deep cleaning policies for the sanitization and taking care of all the COVID protocols. As I was telling you earlier, there are hardly any guests. This is one mithai shop. It is not operating right now because of less movement of guests. It's April. April onwards, the off season of Jaisalmer starts. Till March, the season is there. In the evenings, yesterday we faced a lot of dust storm happening, and I'm expecting same to be happening today as well. They have small business interns. I forgot to carry my key along with me somehow, so I won't be able to take you inside. They also have a small library here. On this side, they have this leisure area. Allow me to just switch off the flashlight once. Yes. So they have a foosball table, they have Ludo, they have a pool table, there's a TT table out there, they have chess here, they do have a cards table and also have kept Uno for kids. Noughts and crosses is there, then checkers is there. So a lot of board games are there, as well as they have an Xbox here. I believe they only have one controller, as I saw that yesterday. The game on hand yesterday was Call of Duty. So I believe for Call of Duty fans it will be great pleasure to come here. I'm taking you to Dunes Bar and Jaisalmer Kitchen now. Dunes Bar is a gin and tonic bar. They have a nice collection of all types of liquors and spirits. Jaisalmer Kitchen is the all-day dining. So currently, again coming to that same point, because of the less number of guests in the hotel, buffet is not happening. They are doing a 3-course meal for dinner. During lunch, it's an a la carte, and breakfast also it's on order. breakfast, the entire selection is available, but it's completely on order. They're not placing the food in a buffet manner. So I'm just at the entry point of Dunes Bar, which is behind me. The Jaisalmer kitchen spread still here. I'll be taking you there next. I'm just giving an idea about the covers of Jaisalmer kitchen. So talking about the covers, it's a 126 cover restaurant. This is Dunes Bar. So they have a really nice selection. The staff is very courteous. The bar timing, I think, is from the evening, so that's why the bottles are not placed right now. They were there yesterday. I'm not sure it's 7th. I'm not sure if it's a dry day today. So they also have a wine cellar here, and this is how the seating of the bar is. They have lounge type seating on the farther end of the bar, and they have the coffee table and couch seating in the center. Now we are moving towards Jaisalmer kitchen, the old dining restaurant. The restaurant has just closed after the lunch service, and they are getting ready for the dinner service. So you will find the housekeeping team just working around to put it all in motion. It's a live kitchen concept here. We have been heartfully being treated since last evening after reaching Jaisalmer. All the meals which we have had so far have been just amazing. The food quality is great. The service staff is commendable. Now, as we were moving ahead, so they have 2 sets of elevators in the hotel, so as to ensure that easy movement is there for all the guests on each side, as the hotel is in a in the rectangular shape. So they have one elevator on the left hand side, one on the right hand side, for ease of movement for all the guests in the hotel. Now I'm moving towards the ballrooms. Just in front of me, this is the studio, as it's called. It's a smaller hall suitable for small gatherings of around 20 to 50 packs for some small meetings, breakout sessions, or even some in terms of corporate events, and the day functions or mandir sthapna in terms of a destination wedding. I'll just stand on one corner so that you can have a full length view of the place. This is the hall. They also have a partition here, so in case if we talk about the destination wedding, the bride and the groom side, they both want to do separate sthapna areas for their mandirs. The partition can be opened up and same can be taken care of. I'm moving towards the main ballroom. I just have to check which door is open. So just have a look that we have entered from the side of Jaisalmer kitchen. This is the side entry in terms of the ballroom, if we talk about it. They also have some doors on the back that's bang on one end of the hall. This is the hall, suitable for a gathering of around 150 people indoors, which opens out to a beautiful lawn area. So my friend here has been kind enough to switch on the lights for my video. Thank you. So this is the hall. Sir, आप लाइट बंद कर सकते हो. Thank you. I'm just seeing if the door is open. No worries. I'll show it to you from outside as well. This is the lawn, and just let me check once. So we weren't able to go out today because of the gates being locked. They have this platform out where the bride and groom can exchange the rings for the engagement function. We suggest for the engagement function to happen at the ballroom so that music can be taken on for a longer duration in the night, as outside music restrictions are till 10:30 p.m. So that was the ballroom over here. We had entered from the gate which you can see just in front of yourself. We have exited from the door on the back side. There are 3 doors on this side which moves towards the pre-function area. So in case the banquet is taken for any function, the food is laid out at the pre-function area here. Next up, I will be taking you to Vaira. Vaira is a barbecue and grill restaurant on the first floor of the hotel, accessible by elevator. It's a rooftop restaurant, and that restaurant is basically used for dinner service, but we can in terms of a destination wedding, we can use the venue for small functions like a haldi function or a mehndi function, preferably haldi, as we Indians like to really enjoy that one particular function in a wedding. So in total the resort has 4 elevators. It's spread on 3 floors as we have been discussing. So Jaisalmer kitchen, dunes bar on the lower ground. Rooms are there on the ground and first floor. Lobby again on the ground floor, and Vaira is on the first floor. There's a fact in Jaisalmer that out of respect for the Maharaval, Maharaval is the ruler of Jaisalmer. No building in Jaisalmer is constructed higher than the residence of the Maharaval. Recently, Jaisalmer faced a sad news on the sudden expiry of the Maharaj due to ill health in early age. The dynasty has been taken over by Maharaval Chaitanya Raj Singh Ji. Maharaval Chaitanya Raj Singh Ji. He's all of 28 and Oxford graduate. He is the elder son of the previous Maharaval, and so we are at Vaira. They have a platform here, so some musical evenings also happen here. It can be used for during the functions as well. I think I have come on the wrong side as the sun is opposite to me, so the view will not be too good on this side. Let me just walk over to the other end. So Vaira is a small space. I think comfortably a gathering of 40 to 50 people can happen here. That's Vaira. They have these gazebos also, and Vaira has been shut since some time because of the low season. The dust is just due to the dust storm which happened late last evening and again in the morning as well. So please don't mind seeing that. On the farther end over there, you can see Jaisalmer Fort. This is the front road. So for Longewala, the road heading towards that end moves for Longewala and Tanota Mata Mandir. That's again the main porch of the hotel. And I'll just give you an aerial view of the attached lawn to the banquet. That's out there. That's the lawn. Let me just zoom in and show you the fort once again. And fun fact is that Jaisalmer Fort is the only living fort in Asia, which means that this is the only fort where people are actually living. There are restaurants in the fort and residences are there. Let me now come back to my original scope. Yes. And for people to know that whether the Maharaj is in town or not, they have a red light on one perch of the fort along with a flag. So if the light is switched on and the flag is hoist, it means that the Maharaj is in town. If it's not switched on, that means that the Maharaj is in traveling. I got to know this this morning from KP, that's Kishan Pal Singh. He is the sales manager here. He had been kind enough to take us along in this morning towards point 609 of the Indian Pakistan border, as well as for the darshan of Tanota Mata Mandir. Tanota Mata is an avatar of Durga Ma. It was really blissful to be there at the mandir, and during the 1971 war, there was some shellings which happened just next to the mandir, but no bomb was able to actually put in any sort of damage to the TT. It's very well respected by border security force, the first line of defense of India, and they are the ones who are taking care of the temple complex. They have really developed the place in a very beautiful and artistic manner. So here we are on the rooms passage. The rooms have, unlike other 5 stars, I really like this thing about Jaisalmer Marriott, that all the room numbers are displayed in a very bold manner, which is readable from quite a distance. You see, otherwise normally what happens is that they place these small figurines in terms of the number, which becomes difficult to actually read. So we'll be going down there to SS Courtyard. I'll be showing the staircase, which can become a very unique and different way for the bride and groom to enter the venue, as Oasis Courtyard is suggested for being the venue chosen as part of the wedding ceremony. Regarding the rooms, they have deluxe category, that's the base category. They have suites here. Suites are there are 2 categories in suites. One is the royal suite, and the highest category is the Jaisalmer suite. So basically, to give you a rough idea, it's a total of 9 suite property along with the balance number as rooms. They have these 2 sit outs in the room block, that's on the ground level. So one is here, one is on the other end. We'll be having a look at that also. They have this natural light coming in from the rooftop. So it's a double height ceiling opening up for view for the guests who are staying on the first floor. Being a spa resort, the resort does have a spa. Fun fact, and it's a really beautiful one at that. Next up, we are moving towards the swimming pool, the gymnasium, and the spa. Here we are at the pool area. It's a temperature controlled pool, so it can be used throughout the year. Again, I'll reiterate on one more point that which I started off at. There is practically no other guest apart from me in the hotel, which became the reason of my not wearing a mask. I'm walking alone. This is a water body. It is not operating right now. There is no point because when there are hardly any guests here, why do actually waste unnecessary amount of water? After all, we are in a desert. So this is the view of the pool. Now each and every room, the unique thing here is that each and every room has a day bed. The size of the day bed is huge, which makes it possible for having triple occupancy in each and every single room, as the day bed can be used as a space for third occupant. A person of 6 feet 2 inches like myself can also easily sleep on that. Over here is the fully equipped gym. So they have the yoga mats, fresh towels, water bottles. This is the cardio section. So one treadmill is on this side. They have the other cardio machines. This is the weight section, bench, another wing treadmill, the exercise balls, and this is the I am forgetting the name. I know this machine. So people who really like to gym around, they'll figure it out for themselves. And I'm just imagining how beautiful it must be to walk through this fountain when it's operating. Today it's been switched off. There's some maintenance work going on. That's the reason. Now, so we are now entering Quan Spa. They have used the heritage door of Rajasthani culture. So whenever, the good part about these doors was that whenever you entered anyone's house, you had to bow down a little, which also meant respect also, which is a good thing. So this is the front desk area for the spa. Here's the salon. They have the pedicure chair, head wash, and these are the working chairs for the salon. It's a fully equipped salon here. For the spa, they have 3 individual rooms. This is for single people. So there are 3 of this, and they also do have a couple spa room. Let me see. Yes, I think. Let me just take the flash on. I believe the light is out here. So I figured out. Eureka. So this is the couple spa room. They also have a jacuzzi here. My question came that it was appearing to be a simple bathtub, but then I saw that, I don't know if it's clear in the video, the pressure mounts are on the bottom. That's for the foot massage. That's the massage bed for the couples. Just put out the light also. Stop. This is a relaxation room. It has 2 lounges here. And I'm just taking you, just giving you an idea about the changing rooms. And so there are proper lockers here to keep your stuff safely. Then shower area is there, that's the changing room. And on this side they have the steam and the sauna room. It's not occupied, I'll just show you inside also. Just a moment. Yes. So that's the sauna and that's the steam room. Perfect. So this is Prakash ji. He takes care of the spa and salon here, and he's an amazing person. He just gave me an amazing head massage this morning. My head was aching since due to the hectic travel of last evening. We had gone out to farther ends of Jaisalmer, and Prakash ji gave me a very amazing head massage. You must definitely come and visit his spa. हाँ जी, थैंक यू प्रकाश जी. मैं पूरा विजिट कर लिया, सबको दिखा दिया. Now coming to the courtyard. Oasis Courtyard is one of the most beautiful venues which I have seen at this resort. Now it has the best of both worlds here. So rather than the entry which Fairmont and Meridian Jaipur have used of the Charbagh, they have merged them. They have created an oasis here as well as the Charbagh concept. You can see they have these the 4 corners. They have created small garden areas. For a wedding ceremony, a beautiful Vedi can be set up on the high top platform, and the guests can be all around. Flowers are showering, so it will just become beautiful. And Abhishek Vyas, the director of sales here, he was just telling me about the total area. I'm a little confused about same. I believe it was 54,000 square feet, which is indeed huge. So if we talk about Jaisalmer as a destination, Jaisalmer is now at a very comfortable drive of 11.5 hours from Delhi. So we left yesterday at 5:30 in the morning from Paschim Vihar, West Delhi. We reached Jaisalmer Marriott at 6 p.m. In between we had taken a 1 hour long lunch break at Bikaner. So there was this restaurant Anand just opposite Chotu Motu Joshi's sweet shop. It's one of the most famous sweet shops of Bikaner. The drive was very comfortable. We had taken the route of from Delhi. We drove towards Tikri border, but that was closed because of the farmer protests. We took a detour, and from via Najafgarh we entered Bhaturgarh bypass road. From Bhaturgarh we drove towards Rohtak. Just before Rohtak city, we turned for Bhiwani. From Bhiwani, via some villages, we reached Bikaner, and from Bikaner we drove towards Pokhran to Jaisalmer. Very comfortable drive. Highways, it feels as if you have charted it for yourself. You will hardly pass a car there, and more widening work is ongoing. So all in all, it's a great drive from Delhi to Jaisalmer. Tomorrow, as we are leaving back for Delhi, we will be taking the route which goes via Nagaur to Jaipur, so that we can actually experience the nitty-gritties of both the routes. So all in all, it has been a pleasure being here, and I would like to thank Abhishek for giving us the opportunity for coming and experiencing the resort firsthand. I'll be ending this section of the video now. Next up, there will be some images and as well as video of a twin bed room and of Jaisalmer suite. I had taken those videos separately, but I'll be adding them over on this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. For those who have not subscribed, I request you, please do subscribe to our channel. Please hit the bell icon. We need your support. And for any destination wedding queries or any corporate event queries, do get in touch with our team. You can write to us at agoyal@conceptweavers.in, that is AGOEL@conceptweavers.in, or you can directly call me on 9910114245. That's my direct line. Our office number is 4233-4450. You will need to enter the Delhi state code before dialing that number if you're calling from a mobile phone or from any other state other than Delhi. That will be 011 or plus 9111. I hope to be of service to you, and I hope you like my video. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Bye.